For a long time, I believed my mom's death was an accident. Rainy night, slippery road. Her car slid into a ravine. No one suspected foul play. Not the police, not the neighbors, not even my dad. He was too heartbroken to question anything. And I was only 15 at the time, barely able to understand the hole that had just opened in our lives. 3 months later, Dad introduced us to Vanessa. She was polished, too polished, always dressed like she was going to a cocktail party, even on grocery runs. She smiled just a little too wide, laughed just a little too late. My dad called it charm. I called it an act. But she moved in fast, too fast. Started reorganizing the house, changing my mom's garden, throwing out things she called clutter. Clutter like mom's handwritten recipes. Clutter like the blanket mom had made me when I was 6. My dad didn't fight it. He was in pain, and Vanessa was there to help, or so we thought. The first red flag came on the anniversary of Mom's death. I visited her grave. When I got back, I found Vanessa in my mom's old office, the one no one was supposed to go into. She was going through drawers, said she was cleaning out the past, but something in her face shifted when she saw me watching. That night, I started wondering, what if my mom's death wasn't just an accident? It all changed when I found her phone. It had been in a box in the attic, tucked under old winter clothes. I powered it up and scrolled through, mostly looking for photos. That's when I saw it, a voice memo, dated the day she died. I pressed play. My mom's voice crackled through the speaker, rushed and shaky. If anything happens to me, if I don't come home, look at Vanessa. Jordan, please, look at Vanessa. My blood ran cold. I didn't sleep that night. The next day I skipped school and went to the garage where Mom's car had been towed after the crash. I stared at the cracked bumper, the bent axle. Then I noticed something strange. Open bottles of brake fluid on the shelf, half used. My mom didn't know the first thing about car maintenance. Vanessa, however, used to work at an auto dealership before she met my dad. I remembered that suddenly, how she'd talked once about knowing her way around an engine. I started connecting the dots. Over the next few weeks, I documented everything. I recovered deleted emails from Vanessa's old laptop, the one she gave to Dad after buying a new one. Emails to someone named DC, discussing insurance paperwork, account access, and phrases like, when she's out of the picture. I screenshotted texts, dates, bank transfers. I even took photos of her meeting with a man in a parking lot, using a zoom lens I borrowed from the yearbook club. I stored everything in an encrypted drive. I didn't go to the police, not yet. I went to my godfather, Uncle Ray, who had retired from the force 2 years ago. He was like family, and most importantly, he'd known my mom. He took one look at the evidence and said, "She didn't just kill your mother, she's playing your father for every cent he has." We worked in secret. Ray helped me get the files admissible. He contacted his former partner, who brought in a discreet investigator. The pieces came together faster than I expected. Turns out DC was Darren Clark, a man with a criminal record and a history of con jobs. Vanessa had been seeing him for months before my mom's death. Together they planned everything: insurance fraud, inheritance theft, even rewriting Dad's will. The arrest came on a quiet Sunday. Vanessa was sipping coffee on the patio, reading from a home magazine and talking about new kitchen counters. The officers arrived, asked her calmly to stand up. She tried to keep her composure, but I saw her face go pale when they read her the charges. She looked at me once, just once, as they walked her to the car. I didn't look away. The trial was short. Between the memo, the digital evidence, and testimony from Darren Clark, who turned on her in exchange for a lighter sentence, there was no doubt. Vanessa was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder, insurance fraud, and attempted theft. She got life. Dad was devastated, not just by the truth, but by his own blindness. He blamed himself for trusting her, for not listening to the unease in his gut, for not noticing how broken I'd become, pretending everything was fine. But we healed, slowly. We visited Mom's grave together. We cried. We talked. For the first time in years, we felt like a family again. 2 years later, Dad met Elaine. She was quiet, kind, and gentle. She didn't try to fill the space Mom left, just brought warmth into it. She brought flowers to Mom's grave before she ever stepped foot in our house. That's when I knew. This time, love was real. Sometimes evil wears perfume and smiles, but the truth always waits beneath the surface. And if you dig deep enough, it rises.